हे प्रेजेंट तो फटाफट अटेंडेंस
इंडिया रशिया रिलेशनशिप.
Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself is Good evening, everyone. My name is Siddharth Devkar. Today, my PPT topic is India-Russia relations, a deep-rooted partnership. India and Russia share a long and multifaceted history built on a foundation of shared strategic interests, economic cooperations, and culture exchange. This presentation will explore the key aspects of their relationships, from its historical roots to its current state and future prospects. Historical background, a legacy of friendship. Soviet support for India's independence. The Soviet Union played a crucial role in supporting India's independence movement, providing political and economic assistance. This early support laid the groundwork for a strong bilateral relationship. Cold War era alliances. During the Cold War, India and Soviet Union formed a strategic partnership based on shared interests and a desire to counter Western influence. This period was marked by extensive military and economic cooperation. Strategic partnership, a modern foundation. Strategic cooperation. India and Russia have a robust strategic partnership based on shared interests in areas such as counterterrorism, defense, and security. Multilateral engagement. Both countries actively participate in multilateral forums such as the BRICS and SCO, seeking to shape the global political and economic landscape. Shared vision. They have a vision of a multipolar world based on mutual respect and cooperation, promoting a more balanced and equitable international system. Economic ties, fostering growth, 13 billion US dollar in union bilateral trade, 15 billion US dollars in cumulative Russian investment in India. Energy cooperation, a vital link. Oil and gas, which is a major supplier of Russia is a major supplier of oil and gas to India, meeting a significant portion of country's energy needs. Second is nuclear power. The two nations are cooperating to nuclear power projects, bolstering India's uh, energy independence and reducing carbon emissions. Military cooperation, a strong alliance. As you know, Russia is the strongest first joint military deals. India and Russia conducts regular joint military exercises, enhancing interoperability and strengthening defense cooperation. Second, weapon procurement. India has historically been a major buyer of Indian military equipment, including aircrafts, tanks, and submarines. Third, technology transfer. As you know, Russia is an developed country with full of technology. Cooperation extended to technology transfer in defense, manufacturing contributing to India's indigenous defense industry. Cultural exchanges, people to India connection. Next is geopolitical dynamics, navigating the global landscape. First, regional power. India and Russia are regional powers with significant influence in their respective regions, shaping the geopolitical landscape. Second, sec- Again, shared concerns. Both countries share concerns about terrorism, extremism, and the rise of regional instability, promoting cooperation on security issues. Third, global engagement. Their bilateral relation has a significant impact on the global order, influencing international relations and global power dynamics. Future outlooks. Promising trajectory. Despite global shifts and emerging challenges, the India-Russia relation remains strong and enduring. The two countries are poised to continue their cooperation in various fields, contributing to their mutual prosperity and global stability. Culture and educational relations. Um, Cultural ties including collaboration in science, education, and the arts. Thousands of Indian students study in Russia, especially in medical universities. So here are some questions related to the topic. Okay. First is, how did the Cold War influence the Soviet Union, India-Soviet Union relationships?
During the Cold War, the Soviet Union supported India in its conflict with Pakistan and its stance on the Kashmir issue. India, while officially non-aligned, leaned toward the Soviet Union for economic aid, military supplies, and diplomatic support, especially during the 1971 Indo-Pak War.
Yes. Uh, Second question is, uh, what is India's what is Russia's position on India's bid for a permanent seat in UN Security Council? So
Russia supports India's bid for a permanent UNSC seat, recognizing India's growing global influence and its role as a responsible power.
how have cultural exchanges strengthened India-Russia ties?
People goodwill have strengthened ties. Indian films and yoga are popular in Russia, while Russia literature and art have a following in India.
How did India-Russia relations compare with India's relation with USA or China?
India in India ties with Russia are historic and defense centric. With the USA, India focuses on technology, trade, and Indo Pacific security. Relations with China are made by border disputes, contrasting with the trust seen in India Russia ties.
Economic and energy cooperation. Uh, India and Russia have developed a strong partnership in the areas of economy and energy, which are vital pillars of their bilateral relationship. Economic cooperation, bilateral trade. India and Russia have set an ambitious target to increase bilateral trade to $50,000 by 2025. In recent years, bilateral trade has surged, particularly due to India's purchase of Russian crude oil, key exports and imports. India to Russia, pharmaceuticals, agricultural products, textile and machineries. Russia to India, oil, coal, fertilizers, defense equipment, and precious metals. Mechanism. To circumvent Western sections, the two nations are exploring trade settlements in national currencies, rupees and rubles, in dependence on the US dollars in nuclear energy. India has been a major partner in India's civilian nuclear program. The Kundankulam nuclear power plant in Tamil Nadu, built with Russian assistance, is a flagship project. Additional reactors are under construction as a part of foreign mission. Coal and renewable energy. Russia supplies uh, coking coal to India for its steel industry. Both nations are exploring partnerships in renewable energy, including wind and solar power. Although progress in this area has been limited compared to conventional energy. Defense sector of India and Russia. India and Russia. Defense sector cooperation between India and Russia. India and Russia share a robust and a long-standing defense partnership, making it a cornerstone of their bilateral relationship. Russia has been one of India's primary defense partners for decades, supplying advanced weapons, facilitating technology transfer, transfer, and engaging in joint projects like Shakti. Key aspects of defense cooperation: arms supply. India, as a major supplier, over 60 to 70% of India's defense arsenal is of Soviet or Russian origin. India has procured equipment like T-90 tanks, MiG and Sukhoi fighter jets, helicopters, submarines, and artillery systems. The S-400 from air defense system, worth over 5 billion, is a significant recent acquisition. Joint development and production. BrahMos missile system, a supersonic cruise missile jointly developed by India's DRDO and Russia's NPO, Sterling, widely considered the world's fastest cruise missile. It is entire successfully joined development. Fifth generation fighter aircraft FGA, FGFA, proposed joint development advanced fighters under the FGFA program, although progress has been slow. EK-203 rifles. India and Russia signed an agreement to manufacture AK-203 rifles in India under the Make in India initiative. Technology transfer. Fascinated significant technology transfer, allowing India to manufacture defense equipment domestically, including tanks, aircrafts, and submarines. Navy cooperation. Submarines. India operates Russian Kilo class submarines and has been leased nuclear submarines such as the INS Chakra from Russia. Chakra. aircraft carriers. MS Vikramaditya, an aircraft carrier ref- refurbished by Russia, serves as a vital asset for the Indian Navy. Missile system. Russia has supplied India with advanced missile systems like the Igla Manpads and the Samirch multiple rocket launcher. Joint military exercise as the main aspects of army or defense sector. Indra series, uh, biennial joint military exercise involving armies, navies, and air forces of both countries. It demonstrates operational capability and strengthens military to military ties. Why is India important to India in the defense sector?
Russia has been India's largest supplier for decades, providing over Russia has been India's largest defense supplier for decades, providing over 60% of India's military equipment, including advanced systems like fighter jets, tanks, and missile systems. The relationship is characterized by technology transfer, joint developments, and affordability of equipment.
Like India, DRDO and Russia, NPO, the missile is speed, precision, and efficiency developed on land, sea, and air.
As historical relations, Soviet era. During the Cold War, India and the Soviet Union were close allies. The Indo-Soviet Treaty of Peace, Friendship and Cooperation, 1971, marked a high point, offering India critical support during the Bangladesh revolution. Space and Science Collaboration. Space programs. Russia has supported India's space ambitions, including early satellite launches and the Gaganyaan mission. India's space flight, uh, space flight program, joint research in space exploration, satellite system, and scientific technology continues. Growing Russia-China ties. Russia's increase Russia's increasing dependence on China and amidst distance accession. Rises confidence for India, given India's dispute with China. Future prospects: expanding trade, diversifying trade to include pharmaceuticals, IT, and engineering goods. Uh, and in conclusion, India and Russia enjoy a multi-dimensional partnership with strong historical roots and strategic importance. While challenges like global geopolitics and economic diversification exist, nations remain committed to strengthening ties, defense, energy, and technological cooperation. Thank